And before we do that, I want us to do one thing. I want you to repeat after me, which is that God, can you repeat?
God,
give me eyes to see.
give me eyes to see.
God,
God,
give me eyes to take action.
give me eyes to take action.
To bring alive what I have seen.
To bring alive what I have seen.
You see, why this is important is Nigeria today is one of the best destinations for investing. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Correct.
Every part of the world, when you travel, you meet anybody. The first question is, how can I come into Nigeria? How can I come and invest in Nigeria? That's people coming in. The people who are here, they're increasing their investment, capital investment in this country. Billions of dollars, billions and billions are pouring in. Why? Why?
We have the population.
Population,
We have the market.
We have a free environment.
free environment. What else?
Demand.
Population,
Resources.
free environment,
We have
demand,
resources. Both
resources.
human and material.
A sand is money.
But most of us sit here and complain and say this country, there is no hope. Many are looking for visas to travel out.
Business options.
Why? Why is that happening? Because we cannot see. And that's why that prayer is one of the prayers that I do every day. Because I want to see. And not just see. Many of us see. Tied to the question he asked. Many of us see and will say, oh, okay, because I don't have money, then this is not what I should do. He asked, how can we raise money here? Eh? And there are lots of ways, so I'll just answer that quickly. There are people who have gone to let me answer, I know where he's going to. He wants to invest to get a site up, an outdoor site. Like this electronic billboards office. But I know people who have gotten the bank to finance those investments because they went to a company and got an LP. There's no site. There is no infrastructure, but there's a government approval to site that infrastructure, and they took that to a company and said, look, I will advertise for you at this site at so amount per day or per week or per month. And the company has gone ahead to give them an LPO for like 2 years. That LPO, they will take it to the bank and say, bank, I have a site, I have a customer who has committed to renting the site. Would the bank take that and finance the project or not?
Why not?
That is already money on.
That's money in his hand. He doesn't have this investment infrastructure yet. And that's what I see every day. And that's what grieves me also when I look at our people and where we come from. Every day I get calls and it's like, how can I supply diesel to your company? And I say, diesel is not possible. It's not, because the cartel that is running diesel is such that you can't even break it. But every day I see people come with ideas. Alright? Ideas which is money beyond everything. We're talking about treasury bills, talking about stock market, talking about real estate. In real terms, the returns you get from those very, very small. This week, we signed an approval for a young tea boy from Benue to do Kogi Food Festival. We invested directly in it 30 million. He's from Benue, he's not from Kogi. He did for Benue last year. We invested in it 20 million. And from the success of that, he went to Kogi. Met our governor's wife, who has agreed to be like a matron or a partner. And that's what he has brought. To say, I want to do this event in Kogi. I'm going to gather this number of people from all the local governments. And by the way, the governor's wife will be the patron. So we have agreed to invest in him 30 million. What is the idea? I mean, what is the investment? His investment into it. His idea. So ideas even earn a lot more returns than whatever it is we are talking about. And I think that's where we are lacking. That's where we need to put our thinking caps up. This same guy, the same thief boy that I say, is my friend. He's become my friend now. He started with one site, one of the things that he's trying to do. Urukum roundabout to Makoi. One board. Huh?
No, it's okay. I'm passing it back.
Okay. So today, he has a board in Kaduna, he has a board in Kano. He has 3 more. From these 3 boards, with us alone, we give him back in 1 year. He has done turnover over 200 million. This same guy offers the same board services to MTN. Same board services to Zenith. Same board services to state government, and these are no opinion, etc. You know, how he just sat down and said, if I put this board here and I go around and I get 5, 10, 15 companies to advertise, then I'm going to make money out of it. So with us alone, in 1 year, 200 million. And I'm sure we're not the biggest advertiser in this market. MTN certainly is bigger than us by far. So only God knows how much he's getting from MTN. So I think we need to break out of this traditional investment outlets that we have and start to think about how can we create something that will offer service to ABC company and get money out of it. So that's one example, the tip board. Another one is a Yoruba boy who's, I had a conversation with him in church about 10 or so days ago. So he was building 2 duplexes in Abuja, one of these on the outskirts of Abuja. So last year he sold one, 35 million, he said. So he put 15 million into treasury bills. I don't know what he did with 10 or 11 million, but he said he took 5 million and said, I will take this and go and invest in agriculture. Guess what he invested the money in? Who can guess?
No, is it
You are asking again. You are asking.
Just get grass cutter.
Snail.
So what it means is all of us have ideas as to how we can invest into agriculture, and we're not.
Yeah.
He went into pig.
It's money.
He said he bought 50. 6,000 naira each one. So 50. He told me that he just bought a space, he put a fence around it, put 50 there. He said they don't eat anything. The rubbish. That's the feed is from. You go to Nigerian breweries and buy
Spent grains.
spent.
Grain.
I see that this man. I'm coming to him. He knows that's why he's asking. Spent grains. Then he says he goes to Manatu to buy rotten fruits
You go to hotels to collect waste.
and go to hotels to collect waste. So he knows. He has a formula. That they eat next to nothing. But that today, he has, I can't remember how many, they have
One can
produced
give birth to 15
so many.
years at a time.
Yes.
But what I remember is he said his target for this year is to have 1,000. And that each of them, when they are really big, at current market price, 35,000. So that his target for this year is 1,000. He's looking for somebody to introduce him to USC foods. I heard USC consumes so much, 2, 3, 4, 500 units per day. Eh? So for him, he already said, he already has in his head his cash flow, how much profit. He said he can make 30 million profit every year. He's a manager with Zenith, by the way. But he can't earn this even in Zenith, even in his current employment. So that's one opportunity, agriculture. And he started, he's still not 1 year in it already. He said now he's building, he's looking for land to expand. There is another friend of mine, he primer. So he got a loan of 100 million from the bank. Again, he had no collateral, but he knew people. I don't know how he did it, but he got it. Then he rented an apartment in Kenya. I was there with you during the week. That's why I took you there. So a duplex, four-room duplex plus. He's now converted it into a 20-room hotel. In Kenya area.
He rented or he bought?
He rented. He went extra. He invested. He built an extension. He put all the rooms in. Put a swimming pool. It's not his property. He went for a 10-year lease. 5 years is like, I think he paid for 5 years. 600,000 naira or so per year rent times 5. 30 million was what he paid. Then he used the balance to. So the place is 1.5 years old. He has paid the bank in full. The 100 million from sales generated there. How?
He has some standard chalets.
The rooms, standard rooms and things like that. How? He got, what's it called? Chevron. He signed like a 2-5 year deal with Chevron. Guaranteed certain number of rooms for their managers. So, because it's not far from the airport, when people come at night, they come there, and then it's also like a transit point. Apart from what he's generating from daily sales. So that's one example of somebody who also took a risk. He still doesn't own the property. But he said in 5 years' time he would have made whatever money he needs to make there. And build his own. That in any case he doesn't even see the owner of the place coming back to the process. And he got a lawyer who has given him a very strong agreement that even gives him first right of purchase of the property. So